Today we're going to be solving this question. It says to find the center of gravity for this T section. So for this particular question, we are not going to waste our time trying to solve for the x part of the center of gravity because we know surely the x part of the center of gravity must somewhere along this line. We just don't know at which point. That is where the y part of the center of gravity will tell us if it's at this point, if it's at this point, something like that. So we're only going to be solving for y bar, which is center y axis center of gravity, which is going to be equal to a1, the area of the shape, times y1 plus a2 y2. Y is basically the centroid of the shape from an axis of reference. I will solve it out and you understand what I'm saying. All over the total area. Now, we're going to find the area of the first shape. The area of the first shape is simply a rectangle, so just 100. First shape is this. Just 100 times 30, which is equal to 3,000 millimeters square. Y1 is simply the centroid from the axis of reference. This is our axis of reference. The centroid of this shape is at its half place. So we just want to know what from here to here, what is the length? That will simply be 150 minus this portion. This portion is 30 divided by 2 because this is 30 millimeters. So it's going to be equals to 135 millimeter. Next, we're going to check for A2. A2 is simply, let me erase this. A2 is simply the area of this second rectangle. From here to here is 150 minus 30, which is 120. So it's 120 times 30. Because 30 is at this point. That will be equals to 3,600 millimeters square. And lastly, y2, which is its centroid from the axis of reference. Again, this is our axis of reference. And the centroid is at the center of its shape, which is somewhere along here. It should simply be, if here is 120, that means at the centroid, it is from here to here will be 60. So simply going to be 120 over 2 is equal to 60. Now simply just put this back into the formula. That will be 3,000 times 135 plus 3,600 times 60 over 3,000 plus 3,600 equals to 94.1 mm. So this is simply the center of gravity. Thank you for listening. Anything you do not understand, do not hesitate to ask in the comment section.